Stronghold Crusader 2 guide. This is a guide on playing the video game Stronghold Crusader 2. I'm going to pause the game. We're going to start on the upper left. This expands the menu. You've got some information here. It's showing you items that you have in stock. You can see it opens up your stockpile. This one goes to the granary. This one goes to the armory. It's the same as clicking over here. So over here you've got your options, which you can also use the escape key. You want to make sure you know how to save the game. I'm going to show you how to do it. You look for, if you're going to overwrite a game, game 1, 2, and 3 is the same game. You look for the oldest one based on the date and time, and then save it. Here you've got the
overwrite saved game.
You see over here I've got 353 troops out of 500 maximum, which means I can still add another 150 troops, and I can make another 100 buildings. This is the amount of gold. It's doing well. My housing.
Sentiment is warm towards you, my liege.
This is an important menu because it shows you your taxes. You can increase your taxes. It shows you your food, your ale, religion, and your housing. And it shows if you get a bonus. If you get a bonus, people are more likely to stay, and you can charge more for taxes. You see how it says minus 10, minus 22, but the number over here still says 13, and now it says -1. So you can raise the taxes and make a lot more cash as long as you keep people happy. Here you got the mini map. This is how you're doing compared to your opponent. You click on this over here. This shows you a highlight of your property in red. Over here we got industry buildings, wood chopper, quarry. The quarry you have to put over here on the stone. I'm going to show you another quarry. This is what it looks like. You take a quarry and you drop it down when it turns white. I don't have enough wood. You go here, you click the wood, you click buy. You can use the shift key to buy more. You click quarry. You use the mouse to rotate, the mouse wheel. You find a place to fit it. And then you put the oxen, the ox tether.
We are under attack.
They're going to carry the blocks to your castle. You see over here all the blocks that are sitting and waiting. They need more ox tethers.
You can't do that, Lord.
This is iron. That's what the iron mine looks like. There's the iron. You go and you put it here. I wonder why it won't let me drop it.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Okay, it's not letting me do it because this is not my territory. Unfortunately, it might be the only iron on the map. So that means I cannot get any iron. The oil pot, I don't know where there is oil. I haven't found any in this particular game. But that's where you get
the
oil.
Sultana's troops are attacking.
right here it says pitch ditch. Go over here, you select that, you select buy, you go over here. It's got to be on your property. So you put, let's say I put it over here, you want to put it on the other side of your wall, and then you take one of your archers and you fire at it, and he set it on fire. So that's how you use it, but it's got to be on your property, and unfortunately I can't put it here. There's a barricade. Well, you know what, I'm going to go through starting from here. We've got the food. So for apple, you put it like that. Pig farm, same thing. They don't always have to go on the green. I've been able to put them
A message from the Sultana.
Before. That's a hops
for
farm.
the memory of my mother.
You are the greatest lord.
The brewery, the brewery, the windmill, and the bakery, you want to put close to your stockpile, because this is where they get the bread, the wheat, the hops, etc. And that's why I put them right here. And they're going to go over to the stockpile and get those materials. The houses, you can't build them anywhere. They have to be on your property, like right here. I don't have any wood. Gotta buy wood. I'm running out of cash. But the houses, you put them right here.
Not enough wood, my lord.
It's gonna give me more housing. The Chandler's Workshop makes candles which are used in the church. The church is right here, but I already built it. I think he goes around and blesses people. I'm not sure. It might
This
be
building is currently functioning, my lord.
it might be the apothecary that goes around and blesses people. But if you see the guy, you'll see him wandering around blessing
We are under
people.
attack.
I need more money, so I'm going to increase my
Sentiment
taxes.
is warm towards you, my liege.
It says I don't have enough candles, so for now I'm going to buy some.
This building is currently functioning, my lord.
He needs to be built on my property, so I don't have a lot of space left. I'll put it right over here. This is the well, and this is the water pot. You use it to put out fires. You want them throughout the property. You see I've got one right here. And I've got another one right here. Haven't had any problems yet. But they will go out and put out fires, and you should probably build more, especially if you got lots of people. You can see I've got a lot of people over here. The happiness went down to 0, so I'm going to lower the taxes. I need more ale. So I'm going to buy hops and some ale. Keep them happy. Because I really want that cash. I've got some iron over here. You use the iron over here. We'll get more on that later.
Shoulder weapons! Quickly!
So the chandler, the church, the cathedral, the apothecary, and some of these others increase the happiness of the people living here. The marketplace lets you automatically buy and sell. My marketplace is right here. You see the auto trade over here? So I could automatically sell stone
The Sultana's troops are attacking.
Auto buy, auto sell. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. And you see, it went down to 900. So I'm going to keep it at 1200. Everything else is going to be sold. And look at my coins, it went up to 5,000, which means that I can auto buy. I'm going to put my wood at 100. So now I'm always going to have 100 wood. And now it's at 100. And I'm going to do the same with the hops. Put it at 15. With the candles, I'm going to put it at 20. So now I'm always going to have a supply. It's automatically going to do it. I need more archers because I am going to be doing an attack soon. I'm going to get it ready now, and I'm going to show you more on this later. But we're going to go back to where I left off. Okay, over here we've got some buildings. One of the buildings is this one right here. And another one is this one right here, the armory. And
This building is currently functioning, my lord.
you've got the siege camp, which I have right over here. And then you've got for making armor, for making arrows, for making crossbows. These are spears. That's a pike. That one I can't really see what it is. It's sort of a pike, and that's a sword. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So some people need two different weapons. Some need the armor and the sword. So you come over here, and you pick the one that you want. The ones that have armor, you see how the crossbowman, it has one next to the armor.
You are the greatest lord.
And this one has armor, and this one has armor, but this one doesn't. That means I'm going to use, it says 12 gold, 1 armor, and 1 crossbow.
We are
And then
under
it
attack.
says I have 3 in stock of armor, 6 crossbows in stock. I'm going to make a bunch of these guys.
Needed, sire?
Check those weapons.
I'm going to put them up here.
Crossbows. Forward.
You click the right mouse button to place them. Over here you can see what I have. I can buy and sell if I want. I need more armor. You need to have the same amount. You need 3 crossbows and 3 armor to get the crossbowman. You see it says I'm missing armor. So my armor guy, which is over
This
here,
building is currently functioning, my lord.
he needs to make more armor, and then I'll go back and get those. Each one of these guys makes only one specific item. You cannot build it outside of your territory. It's got to be within your territory. I have a couple of them spread out in here. Not sure exactly where they are, other than that one right there. The castle walls, you've got, I'm going to repair these walls using the repair function. It's hard to repair. Okay, so you've got the single and the double. This is obviously the double. This is the single. The stairs, bring them to the upper level, but you got to be careful. You don't want to put it outside, because then the enemy can go into your castle. You want to make sure that the stairs are always enclosed. My stairs are over here. It's hard for the enemy to get there. this type of wall, you can spin it using the mouse wheel. The problem with this door is that your troops cannot walk across the top. If you use this type, they can walk across the top. Over here, I needed them to walk across the top so I didn't have to build extra stairs. So I had to use this major entrance. And you use the other one at other locations where they don't have to run on the walls. This is a small tower. You can see that I have one right here next to the big tower. I don't recommend you use it because they don't fit a lot of people, which means they're going to die quickly. This is a big tower. The big towers, they're safer at the top. The enemy has trouble hitting them, and you can fire a greater range. These are some of the weapons you can put over here, for example. I could put this right here. And then he'll fire at the enemy when they come across over here. The best one is called the ballista. It fires automatically. Some of the other ones going to be a little bit more difficult to use because they fire manually. The
Engineers
trebuchet,
at your service.
this one fires manually.
Calculating.
Doesn't automatically fire. Over here you've got a barricade. I'm not sure about the arrow, what the arrow means, but I'm guessing you want it to point towards the enemy. You put it like this.
The Sultana's troops are attacking.
He's going to destroy them or try to walk around them. So you're going to have to rebuild them. This is called a man trap. If he stands in this, he's done for.
We are under attack.
But you got to put it in your
Can't
own
place
estate.
that there, my lord.
Your guys can walk on it, but his cannot. So you put it like right over here.
Iron needed, my lord.
If he ever comes through the door, they won't be able to go past this. It'll be the end for them. I'm surprised you didn't pick out my hoardings, but you use them like this. And they protect these guys that are standing over here.
Two stations.
You move them like that, and then they're safe. Like these guys over here, I
Yes,
could
sir.
move them over to here. The hoardings don't last long. The enemy will take them out. This, I'm going to show you what happens when I put it over here. You ready? Watch what happens. I'm going to release them.
Loose the hounds.
My allies saw them as a threat. They have to be outside your property, but I don't have any exterior to my property, so I can't use them. The brazier, you put them along your wall and on tops of the buildings, the towers, and it makes...
This must be built atop a wall or tower.
It makes their arrows lit. You see there it is lit over here? When they fire, you're going to see them light their arrows. Okay, there's some guys coming. So we're going to see them light up their arrows. I guess they're not lighting up their arrows. Oh, maybe you have to highlight it. You see how they're all lit? Some of them are lit and some of them aren't. the ones that are lit have access to it, and you're going to notice that their arrows are
A
yellow.
message from the Sultana.
We must prevail here.
This is the oil smelter. Not sure how you use it, but I think that this character, the oil pot thrower, I think he goes down there and he gets some oil every once in a while.
شعلتي موقدة. مسيرة تستحق أن نخوضها.
I'm gonna make some more archers because I'm getting ready for battle. I gotta make a lot of them. Gotta make another 80.
You are the greatest lord.
So those are all the buildings. Did all the menu options. We talked about this. We talked about this. This is your food. You can buy your food. You see I've got 11,000 bread. That's way too many. I'm going to go to my market and I'm going to click on bread and I'm going to auto trade, bring it down a notch. It's going to sell all that bread. And now I got 12,000 cash. I'm going to auto buy a small amount of food. Because it keeps them happy.
We are under attack.
You see how this delays them getting past the barricade. You see all the yellow arrows that are lit up, which means that they do more damage. This allows you to delete a structure, and this allows you to repair a structure. But you can't do the repair when the enemy is nearby. You can charge more taxes if you have more points. So that means you need to have more food, more ale, more candles and the church, and sufficient housing, and you get extra points, and it makes happiness, which I'm currently rated at 31. And this is a number of peasants
The Sultana's troops are attacking.
that are waiting over here in front of the building. These guys can't get to their workplace either because the enemy is nearby or because I made a mistake when I built the workplace and they can't get to the door. The other Stronghold games have ladders, and you can tunnel, and you can build a moat, and they've got doors on the entrances, drawbridges. This version doesn't have that. But this version is very good. This is my favorite one. The graphics are pretty nice, etc. The other one, you can build the storage as big as you want. This one, there's only one storage and you plop it down, and the same with the food. I think this is a jester. I don't know where he comes from. But you'll see them wandering around. Okay, so you can see I added more ox tethers and the quantity of stone went down. They're carrying all the stone. And this is a farm right here. It's an apple orchard. It doesn't look like you can build it there, but you can. And over here, even though it's green, I don't think I can build food over here. Doesn't allow it. I checked. Sometimes you can build on various plots of land. So you gotta check everywhere. And one might not work, but another does. They destroyed all of my buildings over here. we're gonna look at the enemy real quick. You can see they have some different towers. They got some round towers. The keep is a lot bigger. You have to get rid of the king, which is right there. I just highlighted it. And it's well defended. These guys have armor, which means it's going to take a long time to take them out with your archers. You got to go in with knights, hand to hand. If you do it with the archers, you can do it, but it's going to take a long time. It might take 5 or 10 minutes to get rid of them. The key strategy is economics. Once you get a surplus, all that cash I have, you can do whatever you want. And you want to go after their economy. Get rid of all the houses and all the buildings that are undefended, wherever they are. Find them. Here's some more. Go after their army and then slowly knock all the walls down using your siege equipment. The siege equipment, you've got burning cart. These don't work very well because they're fun to use. But the problem is when you use it, the enemy is going to knock it out somehow. So they have a low success rate because the enemy will target them. This is a mantlet, which is basically armor, and you can put some guys behind it to get them closer to the enemy. This is the war wagon. You put 6 archers in it.
You need something?
You take the
What's
war
the
wagon,
plan?
you put it here, you pick your archer, and then you go like that with the right mouse button. He's going to go and get inside of that wagon. It means he's going to live longer if he goes outside the castle. Now he's got some additional protection. Got some added armor. He has to walk a long way to get to the bottom.
We are under attack.
He's got to go around this way. There he is. And there must be stairs. Yeah, there's stairs over here. I had to put the stairs within a little gate. It looks like I didn't properly close it. But I did that so that the enemy couldn't get up the stairs. If you build a tower that's not surrounded by walls, you have to put the stairs, you have to put walls, you have to put a gate, and that's it. He's shooting at the ninjas. This looks like the guy that blesses people. You see how it says priest? He walks around your property blessing people. We'll get back to these. The battering ram. You would use this. They're not that great. You can use it to knock out a building. The fire ballista is really good. The catapults are really good. 5 or 6 catapults, you can win the game. The Warwolf is a type of catapult, and the trebuchets, long range. I got one right here.
What's the plan?
They don't fire automatically. You got to do it manually. But with only a couple of them, like 5 or 6, you can win the game. Likewise, if the enemy has 5 or 6 trebuchets, they can win the game. In order to defeat the trebuchet, you have to send some guys out. For example, these guys over here, the volunteers. You have to send them and they'll set it on fire. Okay, so that's most of the features. You hit escape, you save the game. Pick the oldest one by time is what I usually do.
Overwrite saved game.
Because if the game crashes while you save it, you could lose the game. You can surrender. You've got the volume controls, mouse controls, nothing special because it's an old game. Your video resolution. I'm not going to adjust the gamma because it'll screw up my screen. I usually play with low graphics because my computer's old. A lot of the buildings, when you click on them, they don't do anything other than the weapons buildings and the food buildings. You notice it put icons if it's buying or selling something. So for the
The
iron,
Sultana's troops are attacking.
I forgot to automatically buy iron. You only need a few. I know I've got more ready to go over here. The swordsman's pretty strong, but the sergeant at arms is the strongest. Unfortunately, they walk slow. So for defense, I'm going to take
You
pikemen.
are the greatest lord.
The pikemen will rush in against enemy archers. So they're going to defend me.
Pikemen, forward!
Okay, so that's it. And if you have any questions or comments, please post below. You can go to my discussion forum at cheapbooks.cc. Go to video games. It's under real-time strategy. You'll see Stronghold. And that's where I post tips and guides on how to play the game. You can check my YouTube channel. I got a couple videos that has a lot of tips on how to play the game. And I do own cheapbooks.com, which is a website for searching for books and textbooks. It's like Google. There's 660 million listings right now, and it's international. It covers countries all over the world, all the major book companies. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.